Right. So along this journey of being an intermediary, what I think makes an intermediary stronger and more able to advise its clients is the knowledge of the agencies. And understanding an agency is much more than reading a credentials document. Credentials, a website, yes, those will tell you certain things. Reading case studies, yes, that will tell you certain things. But what's really going on? What's really cooking in that agency? How does it work? How does it operate? What sort of people are they? What does it feel like in there? What's the culture? Now, we try and get that across during a pitch process with our marketing clients, but it's quite tricky because obviously they have got a limited access, and it's a pitch process. So they're going to have, in our process, they're going to have one interaction chemistry, which is a very important stage in our process and which is an eliminator. That's going to give them a very good idea about the culture of the agency, the kind of people they will be working with, etc. They've already examined the credentials. Then there's going to be the final pitch. Now, the final pitch will take place in the client's offices. So that's, again, a different intervention. The chemistry session is in the agency's office, which deliberately, so that we can get a true understanding of the agency. The pitch process is back in the client's office, and there'll have been a Q&A session in between. So how does a client really get to know an agency well enough to trust them to be able to appoint them? After all, the client is now appointing an agency to look after their brand. What's going to happen if that goes wrong? So part of our job as intermediaries is to make certain, as far as we can, that the right agency is going to get selected. And that means that we have to have a really good knowledge of those agencies. We spend a lot of time with agencies. We go and see them. We're in their offices. It was particularly important in the immediate months post-COVID because everything had changed during COVID, as we all know, and everything had been done online, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But was it working? I'm not so sure. So we're now in this new era where we really have to understand. We've always been able to understand, but we've got to spend time with the agencies, understanding, knowing what's going on, and tracking what's going on. We have to keep track of who's moving where. It's not just about who's winning awards, by the way. It really is about how is the agency being managed? How is it structurally? What else new are they doing? Have they embraced any new technologies that we need to know about? So the intimate understanding of agencies in a pitch process is what we can bring to the party. And I think that's probably what's made us as successful as we are becoming. Thanks for listening.